Doc I like, but like, Doc versus Fox or something, I'm more interested in than Doc versus Puff personally.
So we have a couple Puffs in Colorado. We have DSJ, of course, doubles fanatic and a good friend of the community. We also we also have Didi, who splits time in
Yes.
Colorado and SoCal. And since their last trip to SoCal has taken Nathan's sets off of Fiction, Johnny, Kadoran, I think SFAT as well. So definitely very solid. And Acid, or aka Ultra versus Didi, were some of my favorite sets in the past year to watch in Colorado. So Acid, as you're seeing right now, very crispy at the Puff matchup. Finds a lot of these dash dance. Yeah, just really good at mixing in a lot of relatively safe approach options. You'll see out of dash dance going for a max length wave dash into up tilt to go for early scoops, and it definitely does a lot of mileage.
We can even see some of the Doc movements that Acid was using on the platforms and stuff being leveraged here. Just like pretty good, movement with these platforms. And CPU0 also showing some patience. Acid not necessarily biting or doing anything dumb to contest it. I wanted to ask you something, Hada. You said something I didn't get the chance to ask you to elaborate. Why is CPU0 your favorite Puff player on the planet?
It's just I tend to resonate with players who like to do wacky things that are good and also kind of cool. CPU0, very unconventional rest setups, was one of the pioneers of the reaction tech chase rest meta that we're kind of seeing with a lot of other Puffs now at the top level. But 3-4 years ago, CPU0 was really the only Puff doing it. CPU0 it's all about. So definitely just a Puff that likes to push the envelope and do things that you wouldn't expect.
Oh, ends up pulling shield there. Can't find the throw there though. Yeah, another thing about CPU0, just one more situation. Oh, that doesn't go for the rest there. One more situation that I think's about.
That hits a rocket. What?
That was insane. I want to say drill rest is another thing that CPU0 has really optimized, which is jarring to get hit by if you're not used to. People usually get drill grab, drill up smash. When you get drill rest, it hurts.
Yeah. Drill rest, it's semi-unreliable to the untrained eye, while Puff players like CPU0 look out for is during I believe the second to last hit of drill, it will make the character model do like a flip, and they'll kind of flip upside down. That's your cue to know that it's time to rest, and that's when the rest will usually trigger.
Oh, is that a kill? Yeah, the drill can kind of like put you in a weird animation where it's like you're getting like pushed into the ground, it kind of looks like. And that can be the visual cue, I believe.
But we're not really seeing too many of these unconventional rest setups, unfortunately.
No.
But what we are seeing is a pretty dominant performance here on Battlefield.
Yeah, sometimes, especially if you're not really familiar with the other player, it can take some time to get used to their movement patterns and stuff. Floaties do have quite some time to in a set to like get their reads. You see that with Hungrybox time and time again. Where, he might start off a little bit cold, but then as the set goes on, he gets more and more confident in his reads. And where to position himself. Okay, good job like that. So maybe we'll see that. On the other hand, it looks like Ultra was moving really freely, looked free as a bird. We saw that pretty insane wave land off the top platform into up air on the right platform. So, yeah, CPU0 is going to have to figure out a way to, lock down this Fox or call him out of his movement.
Something that Didi had a lot of success with when facing off against Ultra was really pushing the positional pressure and not allowing Ultra to move between the side platform and top platform as freely. So making sure that if they were going to try to make an attempt to take top platform, that they would have to either avoid a back air or trade it him. So something that's I think that's really, really important, especially with such a fast Fox, that you have to make them, even if they're just going to try to mix up their position, make them at least think about avoiding your hitboxes so they can't move quite as freely.
Yeah. And right here, a smaller stage might make this a lot easier, potentially. That said, maybe not Ultra there already getting a nice call out with an up air. But if the platforms are lower and less spread apart, it makes it a lot easier for you to try to find the spot to put yourself to call out their game pattern. Okay. Good DI, pull to the side. Gonna get a trade? Yep.
Wow, that will trade down. Alright, and that's 3 for 3. But now that CPU0 is starting to find their grabs, starting to find their fly through, and there you go!
Yep. you know, when you can make a neutral opening count for a stock like that, that's just such a powerful thing, and not just for the stock count, because of the mental pressure it's exerts on your opponent. Like you have to start, you might start playing more timid.
Oh God, Alex, please.
Yeah, you know, those reads versus Omar of roll out of the corner maybe still lingering in his head. Okay, doesn't quite punish that air dodge. That could have been central.
Monster up smash coming out of the corner there.
On the other hand, it seems that up smash was probably a turning point the other way.
It's definitely the mental pressure of, especially against a player like CPU0, where if you get grabbed, you're like, all right, I'm dead. Like, it just feels, especially on a triplat stage where reaction tech chase rest and up throw rest are just looming stock-ending threats. It's just such a mental destruction. Like, if I get grabbed, I'm just going to lose. If I get grabbed, I'm going to lose. It's like facing old wobbling ice buttons.
Indeed. But as we're talking about these rest setups, Ultra has already closed the gap. And
oh, God!
Almost sealing the deal. Yeah, I mean, this is now kill percent off. Oh,
wow.
Well, I was going to say back air, but apparently back air with drift to the left.
Yeah, just, so definitely the distinction to, on the first rising back air, he did full drift into the stage to kind of set the standard of this is where my back air threat range is. And then he did a drift slightly away from the stage to kind of threaten more space. And that's ended up being right where CPU0 had parked themselves off stage. So definitely a little bit of conditioning there on those back airs. Love to see that coming out from Ultra.
So correct me if I'm wrong. CPU0 took their first 2 stocks in the first 40 seconds. And then it was a 2 stock for Ultra. So does that mean that you took 4 stocks in a row in like 90 seconds there? Is that what happened?
Something like that, yeah.
Because yeah, that was pretty incredible. That might have been a time where CPU0 should have tried to ice him out a little, do some good old, you know, hungry box momentum stopping tactics. That said, you know, it's hard to say. You don't want to like start playing in a way that isn't your playstyle and that isn't, you know, if you're winning, you do want to play your own strengths as well and do what's working. Still, exciting games.
Yeah, I love watching Ultra play. It's everything that my Fox wishes it was. It really is. It's absolute turbo with lots of arrogance and lots of just brutal kills. Like, just absolutely, like, why is he allowed to up air me 17 times in a row? How does he find it? How does he do it?
Yeah, you know, I can see some fuckboy energy from this Fox. To be honest, and like little smugness, cockiness. Yeah, I can see any of that. And like the funny thing is, like, you know, he's falling back and lasering right there. I don't get the feeling that those lasers are like anything except like rubbing salt in the wound. That's like, haha, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna laser you and then I'm gonna come kill you in a sec.
Oh, I thought it
yeah, scary. Oh,
ooh, air dodge.
Anyway, with the air dodge, yeah. Yeah, it's such a freedom of movement in the way that Ultra's playing, where like it seems like he's really unconcerned overall. Okay, get a little bit of stock trade though. Okay, also I'm sticking with the fountain counter pick. Interesting to see Puff not favoring Dreamland. You know, I'm always one for saying that like people should think more about their counter picks and not just do like what's expected by convention.
Again, the RTC rest setups from CPU0 are extraordinarily consistent, but then gets traded down for 5 up airs. So definitely some stock advantage, but one big neutral win here could spell death for CPU0.
Yeah, and you know, Ultra has been doing a good job finding these crucial hits, right? Sometimes, like, when you watch this matchup, the Fox can only find, like, airs and back airs, but no! See, again, Ultra just finding what he needs to bridge the gap.
Playing out of the corner. Yep, patience, but just dashes in and takes it. Actually, just takes the positional pressure back.
Yeah, I know that Puffs don't usually like to play very grounded against Fox for obvious reasons, like, she can't crouch Fox's grab like she can some other characters, but like maybe a little bit of ground mix-ups could make it harder for you know, these jab up smashes to work out.
Oh my god, that wave dash had a shield on his side. Crispy. Yeah, see that little backflip animation? At the end of the drill? That's what you're looking for rest.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks a little different on Fox than on some other characters. So yes, I see exactly who you're talking about now. Yeah, 110. I think that's up to working around at 100. Don't think it works at 110. That could be wrong. Ooh, nice spacing by CPU0. Oh, having a really hard time killing Ultra when he's off stage. Seen some pretty consistent recoveries from the Vox.
Oh my god! Oh my deep sea diving!
Yeah.
20,000
Shout out for not
leagues
taunting
under the
there.
sea.
I was feeling a taunt there in my heart, so always happy to let people's actions be the taunt.
He didn't even think about it. He just threw his body off the stage.
Yeah, really decisive play.
Oh wait, jumps? Jumps? Hello?
Yeah, I said some Hungry Box icing tactics. That isn't exactly what I had in mind, but
I'm sorry,
all right.
the deep sea, 1,000 leagues under the sea shine. I think mental break right there. Wow.
Yeah, the like disparity in the mental state of the players right there. Just the salt in the wood shrine really
Yeah,
into the coup de grace.
it was the combination of the stage spike just sending him into the depths, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go get him. I'm gonna go get him real quick.
That stage, like, I couldn't believe how far it sent him downward.
Wow, that was crazy.
I'm not exactly sure what the factor is, like, in how a stage spike launches you. I don't know if it's just like your own DI or if it has to do with like the angle at which you get hit into the stage. Always wondered that on like transformations back in the day.